Welcome back to the channel, HBRV Lifestyles. This channel is, well, just like the description says, that we're here to do reviews for RVs. So I'm passing on my knowledge on how to get an RV loan, what certain RVs have, walkthrough videos, reviews, and this is going to include apps that you can use as an RVer. And one of those apps, which actually I've tested out, is called GetUpside. Now, GetUpside is an app that gives you cash back for filling up gasoline. So I'm going to give you a personal review. I'm not paid by any companies. This is going to be a very centralized review for me because I live in Southern California. So I live in a little city called Ventura, California. And I commute to my job, which is at Beaumont RV in Beaumont, California. So it's when I go home back and forth from home to work, I do that 3 nights a week, 3 days a week, and it's 200, let's call it 250 miles round trip. Okay. So between that and I stay with some family during the week, let's say that I probably drive just under 1,000 miles a week on my 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Okay, so this is a review of my use of this app through today, from October 1st, 2021 to today, October 30th, 2021. So it's only a 1 month of usage. But I figured as many miles as I drive, as many times as I fill up per week, I should see some kind of benefit. So now let me pause for a second. If you guys end up liking this video, please do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, like the video, and then at the same time, if you want to see future videos like this one or anything on the RV business, if there's a video I haven't made yet, leave me some suggestions in the comments section, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button there at the bottom. There's a lot of folks that always ask me how to gauge fuel prices across the country if they're doing cross-country trips, whether they're hooking up a fifth wheel, a travel trailer, a truck camper, diesel pusher, Class B, Class A, Class C motorhomes. You're going to be spending some fuel. Most of these motorhomes get between 8 and 20 miles to a gallon, like free money. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to try this app out. I spend a lot of time on the road. I spend 5 hours a day on the road sometimes, so why not give it a shot? So let me kind of go over a couple things about the app. So first of all, how the app actually works is it gives you kind of a map. So you turn it on, and let's say you're going to use it for gasoline. You get gasoline, and within basically a 5-mile radius, it'll give you what gas stations are available. I'm going to repeat that word, available for a cash back coupon. And that's what this really is. It's like if Coca-Cola sent out 100,000 Coca-Cola consumers out of millions a coupon and said, hey, if you come down and buy a 2-liter bottle of Coca-Cola, we're going to give you 5 cents off. Or it's like if, Vaughn's or a supermarket out here in anywhere says, first 100 customers that show up get $20 cash back, or whatever the case may be. Okay. So it's not a standard rate. Let's start with that. Every rate fluctuates and it's not always available. But let's say you find when it's available. What I have found is that most of the gas stations are available here in Southern California. I'm going to repeat that just because I know I'll offend people. Yeah, well, I always offend people. What am I saying? But Southern California. So we're talking about from Ventura County down to Riverside, San Bernardino County, to the Antelope Valley, all the way to San Diego. I've driven all over the place just for my job. And of course personal too. You know, Orange County. And when you click on these, it's usually Chevron 76 mobile. Once in a while you'll find a Valero, or you'll find an offshoot brand. Well, then it'll tell you what the available cash back is, and it'll give you what they believe the fuel price is. Okay, so I'm gonna write this down. This is the last time I used the app, which was 3 days ago. It was at a Chevron. No, I'm not gonna tell you where it was. That would be unfair to that Chevron station because it's not their fault. But GetUpside said that it was $4.49 a gallon. And it was offering 3 cents a gallon cash back per gallon. Okay? That's what the app said. All right, now I can't show you that because it deletes right away. But what I am going to do at the end of this video is I'm going to screenshot my cash back, the real cash back I had, and I'm going to post it on my Livingston RV Services Facebook page, and I'll put a link below in the description. Okay. When I got to the Chevron, it was $4.79 if you used a credit card. So it's 30 cents more a gallon compared to what the app said it was. Okay. Fuel prices go up and down daily, as we all know, especially with us. Well, we don't go political, but we'll just say that we're depending again on foreign oil. So we know that gas prices fluctuate depending on the dollar and depending on the barrel of oil, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to cut them a break a little bit on that. But, and this is where I'm going to get into it a little bit, there are upsides to this. The upside to this that I found was that it is a more expensive gas stations. So high performance vehicles that want to put Chevron 76 mobile, you're going to get a little bit of money, a little bit of change back. You know, you got a Denali, GMC, those type of vehicles that are high performance, big engine. You don't want to put Arco in it, if you get my drift. You don't want to put Circle K gas, well, unless it's 76. I mean, there's a difference. But what I did notice is that Shell stations are not on the app. So as I started this process, I actually shared it with a friend of mine, a couple friends of mine, and one of my friends said, hey man, let me know how it goes for the month before I do that, because he's a Costco member, and Costco members usually go get Costco gas. They'll stand in line for 30 minutes because the gas is so cheap, right? So, where is it? Oh, so basically the other pro of this app is that it actually is really easy to use. So, you know, there's two ways to get the cash back. You either put a card, last 4 digits of a card number, if it's got the, depending on the gas station, and it'll process the cash back based on that information. Or number 2, you just simply get a receipt, scan it, and it uploads straight to your phone. Getting the cash back to a debit card, I've noticed it's taken me, it says 24, 48 hours. I'm gonna say it's about half that. It's about 12 to 24 hours before you get the money back onto the debit card you select. And so far, none of the information that I shared on a debit card that was separate from all my major other purchases or major accounts hasn't been hacked. No unforeseen purchases, nothing of that nature. So it seems to be a secure application as well. So there's a lot of positives. Okay. And again, you're not going to have to try to find the gas stations. So I noticed 3 things about the gas stations here in Southern California, the ones I visited, which I visited over, 18, okay, different gas stations. I did use a couple of the ones a couple of times because I did enjoy them. They had a couple things in common. Number 1, they had large car washes. Number two is that they have big marketplaces. Or number three, they're little hole-in-the-wall gas stations that are off the beaten path. Okay? So they're not right off the freeway in Arco. They just drive off. There's a big Arco AM PM station. You drive right in and boom. It is anything like that. So to me, it's as if it's kind of helping or advertising these other gas stations that are a little less used, or they're just got a bigger nut as far as, sorry, let me be more politically correct, bigger, no, I'll just use a big nut, okay, to crack. So it's just like going to a big RV store that's 15 acres and thousands of trailers in stock. Do you think you're going to spend more money there? Or do you think you're going to spend more money at a small little dealership that has 60, 70 pieces in stock on a little dirt lot? Who do you think is going to sell it for less? It's the same matter of an AM PM that's right off the freeway, or a Costco that has built-in wholesale gas. Who are you going to go to, them or Chevron? Right? Shell stations here in Ventura County are a lot cheaper than most of the Chevrons, and they're just as good quality gas. Okay? So you have to kind of look at it. So if I were sitting back and I was looking at this, I would tell you that do the math yourself. On average, for a 30-day period, I got 3 cents a gallon back on the app. Okay? That was the average. It cannot be combined with other offers. It can't be combined with a car wash offer or anything like that. I've tried that. It didn't work. I didn't get the money back. Okay? 3 cents a gallon. You have to actually do the math and find out if that's really worth it to you for going to the more expensive gas stations. Okay? So I'll put all this information where I gathered it as far as the median gas price and things of that nature in the comments below. I'll also put, again, a screenshot photo of the cash back I did get for the month on my Facebook page. I will have a link to it there. And I hate giving bad reviews to things, especially when they're trying to help, but this just, to me, it's just not worth it to have this GetUpside app until they get more gas stations on board here in Southern California. Okay? So, I'm going to end this with Happy Halloween. And as always, I always say RV stands for 2 things: toolkit and sense of humor. Until next time, if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and just hit the subscribe button for future videos. It helps the channel. It is free. And then if you want to be notified of future videos right away, just hit that bell button, go into your settings, and you can opt in for all videos or just some videos. Thank you so much. Have a happy Halloween.